Imagine a life where you no longer run after people's approval, where your peace is not shaken by noise and your direction is not controlled by what others think. Picture waking up not to stress and chaos, but to a calm voice inside you, a voice you once ignored because the world felt too loud. Now see yourself standing alone but not feeling lonely. You've let go of everything that weighs you down, and in that quiet space something new wakes up: clarity, confidence, and truth. Buddhist wisdom says real change starts when we are by ourselves, not surrounded by others. It's in those quiet moments that your heart can finally breathe, heal, and grow. This is where your true journey begins. In this video, you'll discover 6 powerful Buddhist lessons that will help you calm your thoughts, protect your energy, and find real happiness. It's time to let go, reconnect with your true self, and build a life filled with peace and strength, starting today. 1. Rise stronger through pain. Most people try to escape pain. It feels natural. We believe pain is bad, something to avoid, something to fix as fast as possible. But in Buddhist teachings, pain isn't your enemy. It's a signal, a guide, and a doorway for light to enter your life. Real growth never feels comfortable. It feels like loss, confusion, and like everything is falling apart. But just as a seed must crack open before it becomes a tree, you too must allow certain parts of yourself to break so you can grow into someone stronger. Pain isn't here to punish you. It's here to shape you into who you're meant to be. When you sit with your struggles instead of running from them or trying to numb them, you begin to hear what they're teaching you. That heartbreak, it showed you what truly matters. That failure, it revealed a strength you didn't know you had. That silence, it brought you face to face with the parts of yourself that need healing. You can't rebuild your life if you're always hiding from what hurts. The shift happens when you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this here to teach me?" This simple change turns pain into wisdom and strength. The most peaceful souls you'll ever meet aren't those who never struggled. They're the ones who faced their suffering, accepted it with courage, and allowed it to transform them. So don't rush to escape your pain. Let it burn away the version of you that was afraid, dependent, and lost. From those ashes, a stronger, wiser, and clearer version of you will rise. Pain doesn't just break you. When you face it with awareness, it rebuilds you. 2. Stop fighting life. Most of us waste so much energy trying to make life bend to our will. We want people to treat us the way we expect. We want events to unfold exactly as we pictured. We want everything to feel safe, predictable, and in our control. But life doesn't work that way. People will act in ways we don't understand. Plans will fall apart. Unexpected challenges will show up without warning. And every time we try to hold on tighter, we end up exhausted, angry, and discouraged. Buddhist wisdom teaches something powerful. Suffering isn't caused by the events themselves. It's caused by our attachment to how we believe those events should happen. The harder we cling, the more we hurt. But when you loosen your grip, everything changes. When you stop trying to control every outcome, life feels lighter. You begin to notice the present moment instead of obsessing over what should be. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you accept mistreatment or give up on your dreams. It means you trust that everything needs your control to work out. It means focusing your energy on what truly matters, your choices, your mindset, and how you handle what life gives you. This is where peace begins. The most grounded, unshakable people aren't the ones who control everything. They're the ones who know how to adapt when life shifts. Stop fighting reality. Let go of what you can't hold, and you'll discover a freedom far greater than control, the freedom to live fully without fear of what's next. 3. Unlock your strength with self-love. It's simple to feel sorry for others when they are hurting. We show kindness, patience, and understanding. But when it comes to ourselves, many people become their own toughest critics. We keep replaying our failures, blaming ourselves in silence, and holding on to guilt for far too long. We demand perfection and feel crushed when we fall short. But here's the important truth. Personal growth can't happen without kindness toward yourself. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that true compassion starts from within. It begins with loving yourself. Your own heart is your first home. Self-love doesn't mean ignoring your mistakes or making excuses. It means accepting that being human means facing struggles, setbacks, and imperfect moments. Healing isn't a straight path. It's full of twists and turns, and mistakes are part of learning and growing. When you make a mistake, treat yourself like you would treat a good friend, with patience and warmth. Remind yourself, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm worthy of love. Your inner voice creates your mental space. If you speak harshly to yourself, your confidence shrinks. But if you speak kindly, your spirit grows strong and brave. Think of a child learning to walk. When they fall, you don't scold them. You cheer them on and help them stand again. You deserve that same encouragement, especially during hard times. You are not damaged. You're evolving. You are not failing. You're on your journey. Self-love is not a sign of weakness. It is one of the most powerful habits you can build. When you stop fighting yourself, you free up energy to grow and thrive. So pause for a moment. Place your hand on your chest. Breathe deeply. Say to yourself, I'm trying my best. I deserve kindness from others and from me. This simple practice starts your real change. Remember, healing happens not through judgment, but through patience, love, and understanding. One gentle step at a time. 4. Find peace by sitting with yourself. In today's fast-paced world, it's easier than ever to avoid being alone with your thoughts. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, bored, or sad, there's always a screen to scroll, a video to watch, a song to play, or a conversation to distract you. These distractions might seem harmless, but over time they create a pattern, a habit of running away from yourself. When you keep filling every quiet moment with noise or activity, you start to fear silence. You resist stillness. Slowly, without even noticing, you become disconnected from your own mind and feelings. Buddhism teaches us an important truth. Real healing and change begin only when you stop avoiding yourself and start facing your inner world. Why is it so important to just sit with yourself? Because beneath all the noise and distraction lies your true self. Beneath discomfort and confusion is clarity waiting to be found. The feelings you've pushed aside, sadness, guilt, or loneliness, are not trying to break you. They are trying to guide you toward healing. When you learn to be still, without grabbing your phone, without calling someone, without trying to numb your thoughts with noise, you start to hear what your heart has been trying to tell you all along. You'll realize something powerful. You're not empty, just ignored. You're not broken, just unheard. So don't think of sitting quietly as a punishment. Think of it as coming back home to yourself. Let the silence feel strange at first. Let feelings come and go like clouds in the sky. Don't judge or push them away. Just watch and listen. The moment you become truly present with yourself, without needing anything else to distract you, you start to remember who you really are. And that moment is the beginning of your true transformation. If you're ready to stop running and start healing, begin by sitting quietly with yourself today. 5. Discover the power of walking alone. There will be times in your life when you feel completely alone, abandoned, misunderstood, or left out. Friends may drift away, relationships can break, and support might disappear. You might ask yourself, why is no one here for me? But what if this feeling of loneliness isn't a curse but a gift? In Buddhist teaching, solitude is not something to fear. It's something to respect and embrace. When you walk alone, without the noise, without outside pressure, without trying to be what others want, you start to meet the most important person in your life, yourself. Today's world asks to stay connected all the time. But staying connected without knowing yourself leads to confusion. You might find yourself saying yes when you really mean no. You try to change to fit what others expect. In true solitude, all those masks fall away. You begin to hear your own voice again. You ask yourself what you truly want, not what others want from you. You reconnect with your values, your dreams, your pain, and your strength. Remember the story of Buddha. He left his palace, his comfort, his whole identity behind, alone. And in that quiet solitude, under the Bodhi tree, he found awakening. Solitude is where you take off your masks. It's where real growth happens. No applause, no guidance, just you showing up for your own soul. But here's something important. Walking alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means becoming strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet without depending on others to hold you up. When you can walk your own path without needing constant approval, when you feel calm even without company, when your own presence feels like a true friend, that's when you know you are whole. So if you're feeling misunderstood or alone right now, if your path feels quiet and uncertain, remember this isn't a punishment. It's preparation. Those who learn to walk alone are the ones who find the greatest power of all, lasting inner peace and true freedom. 6. Release your old self. One of the most powerful lessons in Buddhist wisdom is this: you are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions. You are the one who notices them. Yet most people forget this truth. Something small can set us off: a rude remark, a sudden wave of fear, a painful memory, and before we even notice, we've been pulled under. Anger takes over. Anxiety crowds the mind. Sadness presses down on us. In those moments, we react without thinking, often saying or doing things that only lead to more confusion and regret. But Buddhism offers another way, a way of mindfulness, awareness, and stillness. Instead of letting emotions toss you around like a storm, you can learn to watch them, like clouds drifting across the sky. Emotions come and go. You don't need to chase them, fight them, or become them. You simply notice, breathe, and stay calm. At first, this can feel hard. The mind is unsettled. The ego wants to strike back. The hurt inside wants to shout. But the moment you pause, you step into your real strength. You move from reacting automatically to choosing your response. And in that small space between the anger and your decision lies freedom. Here's the truth. Anger is not your enemy. Fear is not your enemy. Even sadness is not your enemy. The real danger is forgetting who you are and getting trapped in those emotions. The practice is simple. Become the observer. When anger shows up, say, anger is here. When fear appears, quietly say, I see you, fear. Then breathe. Don't resist. Don't try to push it away. Let it pass through you like a wave that rolls by, instead of crashing down on you. This is what real emotional mastery looks like. This is how you stop being a prisoner of your mind and become its master. The strongest person is not the one who reacts first, but the one who stays still long enough to choose peace over chaos. But there's another side to this practice, one that goes even deeper. We all carry an old version of ourselves, shaped by rejection, fear, criticism, and the wounds of our past. Maybe it's the version that believes it's never good enough, the one that was betrayed or left behind, the one that always doubts, keeps shrinking to please others, or keeps telling the same story of failure. Over time, you start to believe this is who you are. You even say things like, I'm just broken. I'm always anxious. This is just how I am. But Buddhism reminds us there is no fixed self. The person you think you are is not permanent. You can change, you can grow, you can rebuild yourself. To do this, you must be willing to release the version of you that no longer serves you. Let go of the self that fears. Let go of the self that hides. Let go of the self shaped by pain. You don't need to hate that version. It helped you survive. But now, survival is not enough. It's time to grow into someone new. Step by step, moment by moment, you can choose actions that match the person you want to be, not the person the past shaped. Speak to yourself with kindness. Stop telling the old stories. Stand taller, not from arrogance, but because you finally remember your value. Letting go of the old self is not about pretending. It's about returning to who you truly are, before the world told you something different. Take a deep breath, forgive who you were, and with each step forward, remind yourself that you have permission to grow beyond the person you once were. These 6 powerful principles are more than ideas. They are your invitation to release control, embrace your true self, and listen closely to the lessons hidden in your struggles. True growth comes from rising stronger through pain, learning to stop resisting life, and unlocking your strength through self-compassion and awareness. Remember, you're not broken, you're evolving, you're not falling behind, you're waking up to your full potential. Keep trusting your journey, even when it feels quiet, lonely, or hard. The strongest and most genuine version of you isn't made in the spotlight. It's shaped in the silent moments when no one is watching. It's built each time you choose to rise, rebuild, and step fully into your real self. If you found these insights helpful, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss new videos on Buddhism insight, personal growth, and inner peace. Keep walking your path with courage, and may calm and strength guide every step you take. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.